Yes, sir.
Each of you are, there we go. Each of you are very wise and brilliant. All praise is due to Allah. Now, let's get after it. Again, just a brief recap. Context.
Oh, yeah.
Context is always critical. Context is the box that the subject sits inside of.
Come on, come on.
So what is the box that this message, this series sits inside of? It is the context of escalating crime and violence in our beloved city. And again, as I said, many cities around the country. And when we drill down deeper to analyze the specific target areas where there are the most problems, we find that there is a great cause for concern about what's going on with our young people.
Yes, right.
You remember a couple of weeks ago, I said, I don't like the term YN.
No, sir.
Even though if I say that, you understand what I mean.
Yes, sir.
It's something of a slang term born out of its usage in social media to describe young black brothers and sisters, frequently those who are witnessed wilding in the streets. But we bear witness that what Allah revealed to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad about the black man and black woman's true identity is the best means of reference when you're going to talk about who we are.
That's right, sir. That's right.
Allah revealed to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that each of you are in fact gods.
That's right. Yes, sir.
G-O-D-S. I didn't say G-U-A-R-D-S.
No,
Guards.
sir.
Even though some of you probably once upon a time had a great jump shot as a point guard.
Yeah.
No, Psalms 82:6. Ye are all gods.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Children of the Most High God. This is what the Bible says. So I don't want you to think that, oh, Elijah Muhammad, he loved black people so much, he just wanted to raise our self-esteem, so he began to exaggerate our value and importance. No, the scripture exists to vindicate the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Minister Farrakhan. And if you don't learn nothing else in coming to be among the membership of the Nation of Islam, you need to learn who you are and whose you are, because all of that determines what you are capable of doing and becoming.
Yes, sir.
You are not a nigger.
Come on. Come on.
Put that word out of your vocabulary. You're not even a Negro. Put that word out of your vocabulary. Those are words that our enemies developed to call us, to mock us, and to insult us. And to encourage us in a very low state of self-esteem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, beloved brother and sister, whenever you want to improve the behavior of a people, you have to help that people see their true value and worth.
Come on. Come on.
How could we ever hope and expect to improve the condition of our young people if we always stand in judgment and condemnation of them?
That's right. That's right.
No, brother. My teacher, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, has shown that it is most effective when you can cause our people to learn who they are, because when we learn who we are, we feel better about ourselves.
That's right. Yes, sir. That's right.
And if you feel better about yourself, you begin to act better.
Come on, brother.
You begin to have that much needed behavior modification.
Yes, sir.
Behavior modification is not the result of scolding and condemnation
No, sir.
and judgmental attitudes.
No, sir. Go ahead.
The true behavior modification that we want to see in our young people will be seen as we acquaint them with the knowledge of themselves.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that's what we are committed to doing as students of Minister Farrakhan. See? It ain't no difficult thing to change the condition of our people.
No, sir.
It really isn't. Everybody's hand wringing and pulling their hair. What we gonna do?
Come on, come on. Yes, sir. Come on. Yes, sir.
I said this message is a capstone, right?
Yes, sir.
Of the recent series.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling America and those who have some ability to make it happen, just put Minister Farrakhan's voice over the airwaves and watch a new people emerge in the wake of his transformative teaching of the Word of God.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Because believe it or not, beloved brother and sister, the condition of our community today is as a result of being miseducated. Our condition today, as the scriptures teach us in Hosea 4 and 6, it says, my people are not destroyed, not for the reasons that we think.
Come on, come on.
They say, oh, he came from a broken home. Oh, he come from poverty. Yeah. Oh, well, you know, he lives on that side of town where they always have a lot of violence.
Yes, sir.
According to the scripture, the root cause of the condition of the people being destroyed is a lack of knowledge.
Right. Yes, sir.
Do you know what the meaning of the word ignorance is?
Come on, come on.
The lack of knowledge.
That's right. Yes, sir. That's right. Wow.
So the scriptures maintain profoundly that at the root of the destroyed condition of our people, there lies a pernicious and significant ignorance that interferes with our being a whole people,
yes,
a functioning people, a people who reflect God. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
So the context is that we, according to worldatlas.com, we are the number 9th most dangerous city in the world. There's no other city in the top 10 from America on the list.
Wow.
We showed also in the context all of these headlines that are talking about what's going on with young people. Memphis joins other cities launching summer youth crime prevention programs. Parents, advocates address youth with violence after 4 children shot within 48 hours. My God. Get your children, Memphis police chief calls youth gun violence a catastrophic situation.
Yes, sir.
Tennessee's blended sentencing law will lock up more kids. We showed also in the context that in the city of Memphis, gun crimes are down, but violent juvenile crimes is up. We showed you that they said that particularly during the pandemic, homicide became the biggest killer of young black men.
Wow.
Folks in the city of Memphis have subsequently begun to ask the question, long before the recent bringing in of the National Guard to Washington, D.C., many people were doing hand wringing, saying that we need to bring the National Guard into Memphis.
That's right.
For what?
Come on.
To deal with our babies?
Come on now.
To deal with the youth in the streets?
Yes, sir.
Now, you know, recently the president went into Washington, D.C. This is from the official White House Twitter page. And they went there and they went around in the black communities making arrests.
Yes, sir.
And then they begin to publicize all of the arrests on their Twitter page. They call this in politics a dog whistle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on.
A dog whistle, I don't know, I'm not a veterinarian, but I know they used to say that, you know, there's a whistle that if you blow it, a human can't hear it, but a dog can hear it. I don't know if that's actually true. I used to see it in television and movies.
Yes, sir.
But the term as applied in politics is when a politician or leader says something in coded language that only his base of support understands the real meaning of it.
That's right, sir. That's right.
So they say that this was an exercise in dog whistle politics because publicly and out of his mouth, the president said, I'm going into Washington to deal with the violence and crime. He never said nothing about black youth.
No, sir. No, sir.
But on the White House official Twitter page, he went into D.C. claiming a victory over crime and violence, showcasing the images of young black men.
That's right. That's right. Chocolate city.
Context
Come on.
is critical. Again, our subject today is, let Minister Farrakhan teach over the airwaves. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, whom we see as a divine man. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
We believe that divinity is within the capacity of black folk.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Come on.
So we have a radically different worldview, if you will.
Yes, sir.
When we go among our people, we carry with us what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Minister Farrakhan have taught us. Every time you're looking at a black man or black woman, you're looking into the face of God.
Yes, sir.
See? That's a statement. But if you believe that statement radically alters how you deal with black people.
That's right. Come on.
Because how could I mistreat you? How could I insult you? How could I abuse you? Walking around with just that one sentence from Elijah Muhammad circulating within my consciousness.
That's right.
Wow.
And yet maintain myself as a believer in God.
No, sir. Can't do it.
You say, well, again, Elijah just goes too far. I mean, I know black folk need to have their self-esteem raised, but he doesn't have to, go so far and attach divinity to niggers.
Come on. Exactly.
But wait a minute. We're in the Bible Belt, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
I mean, there are a lot of churches you could go to right at this moment, and they're going through the scriptures. Some of them may have read this morning Genesis 1:26, where it says, and God created man in his image and after his likeness.
Come on now. Come on.
Now, according to the Bible, that's the first man.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
I ain't going to argue that right now, but let's just take them at their argument. Huh? Well, if the first man, according to the Bible, is made in the image and likeness of God, and then moreover, he said, and male and female created he them and called their name Adam. So now he's saying also that the female is in the image and likeness of God.
That's right. That's right.
Well, through deductive reasoning
Yes, sir.
and basic logic, again, I ain't no scientist or scholar,
Just teach on common.
but it suggests that if you can find what the first man and woman looked like, they would tell you profoundly what God himself looks like.
Come on. Makes sense to me.
Because a image is what something looks like. Before you came to the study group today, hopefully you looked in the mirror to check yourself out.
Yes, sir.
What you saw in the mirror was your image.
Yes, sir.
And it looked like you.
That's right.
Hence the term a mirror image of a thing.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Come on, brother man.
Come on.
Well, it just so happens that when the scientists go all over the world trying to find who are the oldest human beings,
Uh-oh.
in other words, who is the real Adam of the Bible?
Yes, sir.
Who is these original people whom God said, I made them in my image? In other words, God is saying, I made them to look like me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, do you know, beloved brother and sister,
Come on.
that they find the oldest human beings, they find their remains in Africa?
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of years old. Much older than the Caucasian people.
That's right.
This ain't racial hatred, it's science.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Fact.
I know a lot of us, we took a nap in science class. Or was it just me? Maybe y'all was awake and alert. So we don't think too much about science. But science is critical.
Yes, sir.
When you know science, you understand a lot of realities that they don't want you to know about. See, they find your remains in Africa from millions of years ago. But they can never find the remains of the Caucasian people from millions of years
No,
ago.
sir. No, sir.
Their scientists have said that blonde hair and blue eyes does not go beyond around 6,600 years
Yes,
ago.
sir. Yes, sir.
But your beautiful melanin sister and brother has been here for millions of years.
Yes, sir. Come on now.
You are the original people.
That's right.
Direct descendants from God. So the basic contention of the membership of the Nation of Islam is that go ahead on, black man, go ahead on, black woman, be yourself. What is yourself? Yourself is a God.
Yes, sir.
You are by nature the righteous. You are by nature the holy. You are by nature wise. You are by nature brilliant and beautiful.
Yes, sir.
You are the standard from which all humanity has sprung. So you should feel good about yourself. Care for yourself. Protect yourself. And develop your gift. So I could not say that Elijah Muhammad is a divine man without making you to know that I'm not just trying to lift him in some fanatic kind of way.
Come on, come on.
See? He is representation of the best of us.
Yes, sir.
He is one from among us. Because God loves us, he chose one from among us to reveal the most powerful and profound truths in this day and time. And as he began to work, he began to make students. You've heard of some of them. You ever heard of Muhammad Ali?
Yes,
The
sir.
great boxer?
That's right.
I was up last night putting these slides together, and PBS had on a documentary on Muhammad Ali. There had probably 1,000 documentaries on Muhammad Ali.
Yes, sir.
But he was a student at one time of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Come on.
You heard of Malcolm X?
That's right. Come on.
Well, for 12 years, during his heyday, his claim to fame, he was a student of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
That's right.
Dr. Naim Akbar was a
Come on,
student
come on. Yes, sir.
of the Nation of
Great
Islam.
stuff.
Greats throughout the history came through the Nation of Islam. They say Sam Cooke, the great soul singer,
Yes, sir.
was contemplating becoming a member of the Nation of Islam. Etta James, the great soul singer, she used to attend the mosque in Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
Back in the 70s, when you had R&B and soul musicians coming into knowledge of self, you had groups like Kool and the Gang who joined the Nation of
Come
Islam.
on. That's right.
Joe Tex became a Nation of Islam
Yes, sir.
minister. Doug Carnes became a Muslim influenced by the Nation of Islam. And during the late 70s and early 80s, hip hop music comes to birth out of New York City.
That's right.
And when you begin to look at the lyrics of the early hip hop artists, the first rappers, they were echoing and putting into a means that the youth could understand the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Minister Farrakhan.
Yes, sir.
Well, there was only one student of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that he said this about.
Come on.
Come on. Come on.
He said, everywhere you see him, look at him. He's talking about Minister Farrakhan. Everywhere you hear him, listen to him. Everywhere you see him, look at him. Everywhere he advises you to go, go. Everywhere he advises you to stay from, stay from. He says, so we are thankful to Allah for this great helper of mine, Minister Farrakhan. He's not a proud man. He's a very humble man. If he can carry you across the lake without dropping you in, he doesn't say when he gets you on the other side, see what I have done. He tells you, see what Allah has done. He doesn't take it upon himself. He's a mighty fine preacher. We hear him every week, and I say continue to hear our Minister Farrakhan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All praises due to Allah. So when I take a subject, let Minister Farrakhan teach over the airwaves. I'm not saying anything different than what was the guidance of his teacher, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Come on, come on.
Why did he want you to listen to Farrakhan? He had a lot of ministers,
Yes, sir.
but he only said this about one.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
And then he's so wise in this use of language. See? Notice he said, if he can carry you across the lake without dropping you in, he doesn't say when he gets on the other side, see what I have done?
Come on.
He tells you, see what Allah has done. See? In the Holy Quran, it says of Allah, he is the knower of subtleties,
Yes, sir.
the aware.
Yes, sir.
So he's literally forecasting the minister's future destiny.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Come
That's
on.
right.
And he's saying that his minister would be inhabited by the Spirit of God to operate in a salvific manner among black folk.
Yes, sir.
Because clearly, if a man put you on his shoulders, he took you across the lake himself.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is letting you know
Yes, sir.
this man's message is going to save you
That's right.
because God is inside him.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You think over that now. Because I don't want you to miss the gravity of who the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is.
Right.
We have had great politicians.
Come on.
We've had great activists. We've had powerful organizations. But one thing most of us in Black America have missed is that God have raised leadership among us that most of the time we don't recognize until it's too late.
Yes, sir.
Our subject is, if you want to end the violence in our cities, let Minister Farrakhan teach over the airways.
That's it.
So you say, well, brother, I mean, there's a lot of people that could teach goodness. A lot of people that have a good message. That's true. But it's something when you think about the impact of the person and the teaching of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and how over the years Minister Farrakhan has proven that directly himself and by extension through his ministers, he has been the most impactful in properly guiding the youth. Let's take a look at it. Do you know that according to this famous journalist, a brother named Armstrong Williams,
Yes, sir.
a few years ago when Chicago first began to have a spike in violent crime that captured the national imagination, Minister Farrakhan, probably in his 80s at that time, at least late 70s, he started taking the brothers of the FOI on a weekly walk through neighborhoods and communities
Yes, sir.
in what I like to refer to as a spiritual policing exercise. See, true policing of the people is when you act as a guardian and a protector of the spirit and the soul of the people. And as we will walk through this message, you'll see that even though we have never intentionally went to try to eliminate violence, a reduction of violence and a reduction of crime has been a natural reaction in neighborhoods wherever the Nation of Islam became strong. So Armstrong Williams wrote in the Chicago papers, the Nation of Islam could be Chicago's savior.
Yes, sir.
Now, just to give you why this is so significant, this particular writer has a history of being a criticizer of Minister Farrakhan.
That's right.
He ain't somebody that necessarily likes the minister. But I give Mr. Williams credit for being pragmatic. See? Sometimes you don't have to like a thing to see that that thing might be good.
Yes, sir.
So he said, the fact is, the Nation of Islam brings to the table things that other private security firms and the police don't. Credibility within the community. It is one of the few community-based organizations that actually recruit in the prisons and also offer transitional services to ex-offenders. All the king's horses and all the king's men have given it their best. And yet violence in Chicago remains an ongoing tragedy that has shown no signs of abatement. It is time Chicago takes the next practical step in partnering with moderate members of the community-based organizations with proven track records of curbing violence and crime. Lord have mercy.
Yes, sir.
So he's calling Chicago Humpty Dumpty.
That's right.
Some of y'all remember Humpty Dumpty. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. But Mr. Williams says the nation can.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Because of a proven track record.
Yes, sir.
A proven track record. That they have things that other agencies and police don't. See? Our subject is, let Minister Farrakhan teach over the airwaves. Have you ever seen this brother, the rapper Game?
Yes, sir.
Great West Coast hip-hop legend. He had this to say of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. These are impact statements, brothers and sisters. Because if I boldly say that in the wake of all this craziness that's going on, just put Farrakhan on the radio, just put Farrakhan on TV, just put Farrakhan back on YouTube, just let Farrakhan be in social media. If I say that as a reaction, which is what I'm saying, to all of the violence, to all of the foolishness, to all of the dysfunction that's going on, not just in the black community, but throughout America as the solution,
Yes, sir.
I got to prove that to you. Because there are a lot of folk that are looking at the dysfunction and they have dollar signs in their eyes.
Yes, sir.
They go to the mayor and say, let us do this and give us $1 million to do it and we'll reduce crime. We never charge for our services
Yes, sir. Make it plain, brother.
because what we have is born out of our love for you. And what we have belongs to you. See? You are owed a better way of life. You deserve happiness, peace, and joy. You deserve safety. You deserve, again, the opportunity not just to survive, but to thrive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you want to end the dysfunction, saturate the airwaves with the voice of Farrakhan.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Our brother The Game put it like this. I watched him on The Breakfast Club, the whole interview, and the way he speaks and empowers our youth. I think that commands attention. It really got mine. I love the approach that he took talking about this newer generation. See, he's saying Farrakhan know how to talk to young folk.
Yes, sir.
Some of us don't. If your conversation is always about, see, back in my day,
Real. Come on.
well, it ain't your day.
Yes, sir.
It's a new day.
That's right. New day.
So you can't, as the old saying goes, allow yourself to become a used to be.
Real.
I heard the great minister Abdul Biya Muhammad say one time, brother, used to be's don't make no honey. I don't want to be a used to be. I want to be right and exact down to the modern time.
Yes, sir.
So the game noticed Farrakhan knows how to talk to the babies. With media and the government, what they're doing is labeling our youth as this and that, but they have us in these situations where we can't better ourselves. So we're forced to deal with what is they're throwing at us, but the way that the minister is approaching it is a solid way. It's opening a lot of doors. Impact statements of the message of Minister Farrakhan. Another great sister, a scholar, Dr. Geneva Smitherman, said this: quiet as it's kept, Farrakhan is respected by millions of African Americans on all socioeconomic levels.
That's right.
For his courage in standing up to an oppressive system and his penchant for calling white folk out. Truly unbought and unbossed, he often says the things that many blacks feel but don't have the freedom to express. Wow. Wow. You mean that Minister Farrakhan can say things that we all agree with is the truth, but many of us are afraid to say? Then that means he's the only truly free one among us. So then that's another log on that fire for the argument. He should be allowed to freely preach and teach and spread his message. According to a poll in Time, 59% of blacks believe Farrakhan is a good role model for black youth and that he speaks the truth. Since the march, she's talking about the Million Man March, some black folk have started saying things like, now I tell you what the problem is with her son, even though it's going to hurt, because I'm like Farrakhan and I'm going to tell the truth. Huh? See, if I say the minister should teach, well, are we arguing that the minister should be forced on the people? No. Over the years, periodically, they always do these surveys and tests to see how do the people feel about Farrakhan.
Yes, sir.
The most recent one was Rasmussen, I believe, maybe around 2016. But you also had one in the early 90s in Time magazine, which Dr. Smitherman is referring to. They put this ministry of rage, right? But inside the article, they did a survey. It went all over the country trying to see, this guy Farrakhan, do black folk really be feeling him like that? Or is he just all hype? So they did a survey to test their hypothesis, to see that these niggers really rock with Farrakhan or not. And they came back and said that 70% agreed that Farrakhan is someone who says things the country should hear. 67% said he is an effective leader. 63% says he speaks the truth. 62% said he is good for the black community. 53% says he's a role model for black youth. 40% said he's someone that they personally admire. Now, you could put this up alongside any of the recent presidents.
Yes, sir.
and their national approval rating. And Minister Farrakhan, his numbers is vastly above Mr. Trump, Biden, Obama, Clinton, all of them. So when we say put the minister over the airwaves, we're not arguing that we just trying to force our religion on the people. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Minister Farrakhan respects the religious preferences of all of our people.
Yes, sir.
See? And it's the minister's teaching to us that gives us the ability to operate effectively in interfaith spaces. So when we go among our Christian brothers and sisters, we ain't trying to convert them to Islam. I'm not.
That's right.
I mean, we welcome you if that's what you want to do. Sincerely, you're inspired and moved in your heart to do that. Of course, we're excited about that. We welcome that. We celebrate that. But whether or not you self-identify as a Muslim or not is not an impediment. That ain't no getting in the way of me being your brother.
That's right.
And us pooling our collective resources to work together for the good of our people. See? No, it ain't about, man said Farrakhan should be on the airwaves to make all the people in the country members of the nation. No, not at all. And you'll see in a minute, everybody that listens to Minister Farrakhan, everybody that's been moved by Minister Farrakhan, everybody that's been impacted by Minister Farrakhan, they don't self-identify, meaning they don't call themselves Muslims. But they got something from the minister that made them better in their own walk of life. That's what helps us to see that Minister Farrakhan, again, is a true servant of God whose example we all should emulate.
Yes, sir.
Because when a man really rises above denominationalism, when a man is above sectarianism in religion, I hear brothers always tell me, I'm a Sunni Muslim.
Yes, sir.
What is that? I'm a Shia Muslim. What is that? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him, of 1400 years ago, the man to whom the Holy Quran was revealed, he never called himself a Sunni. He never called himself a Shia. He never called himself Hanafi, Hanbali, Ahmadiyya, Ishmaeli. He said, I'm a Muslim.
Yes, sir.
And this is my way. This is my example. It is my sunnah. See? But nowadays, in Islam, you got different sects.
That's right.
And they be beefing.
Yes, sir.
What did Jesus say in the Bible? Did he say I'm Baptist?
No, sir.
He was baptized.
That's right.
Did he say he was Methodist?
No, sir.
He did say, I am the way, which is the method, the truth, and the life.
Sir.
He didn't say I'm an Adventist. He didn't say I'm a Presbyterian. I'm an Episcopalian. No. He said, whatsoever the Father bids me to do, I do that. Whatsoever the Father bids me to say, I say that. For I and my Father are one. Jesus was describing a relationship with God born out of his submission and obedience to God. Yes. He never claimed any of the denominations that you hear folk claim today as they flag.
Yes, sir.
You want the young brother that's vice lord to drop his flag.
Yes, sir.
You want the young brother that's the Crip to drop his flag. Well, why don't we stop religious gang banging and drop our flag and just be obedient to God?
Yes, sir.
And begin to work together among men and women who have a common belief in truth, a common belief in righteousness, a common belief in family values. You see, that is who Minister Farrakhan is? Do you know that Professor Matthias Gardell, he said of the minister, black Islamic nationalism has become widely popular among black urban youth. And Farrakhan exerts influence with these youth that far exceeds the actual membership of his organization. Farrakhan then has a unique capability. He's able to reach deeply into the souls of black youth and is able to talk to them in a way that really makes them listen. This rapport enables Farrakhan to criticize and redirect the structural behavioral patterns. Boy, boy, boy.
Yes, sir.
Don't we need that right about now?
Yes, sir.
How do you criticize and redirect destructive behavioral patterns among our youth? I just simply say it like this. You got to know what the hell you're doing.
Yes, sir.
And if this professor all the way from Sweden is looking at America, see, you can see things when you're on the outside that you can't see when you're on the inside.
Yes, sir.
And you can see things on the inside that you can't see when you're on the outside. They call it the emic versus the etic perspective. The insider's view versus the outsider's view. Both have value and merit depending upon the circumstance. So this man on the outside of the country looking at the situation on the ground in America and say there's one man who's able to criticize and redirect. See, your and my young people have been misdirected. So they have to be redirected, but they must be redirected toward the proper target. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has said that we have to show our young people that their ultimate target is their divine destiny. It's sad that our enemies know the value of our young generation.
Yes, sir.
And they're busy working to misdirect them. See, you could say, well, Brother Demetric, I believe in black history and all that stuff, but I don't agree with all that stuff you're talking about some divine destiny. If you draw that as a conclusion, you're drawing a conclusion that makes you very, very vulnerable. And that's because those who are the rulers of America, they know that our people have a divine destiny. So whether you believe it or not is immaterial to how they see us. If they did not see us with a divine destiny, why would J. Edgar Hoover, the top law enforcement official in America, use the language a black messiah?
Yes, sir.
We got to stop the rise of a black messiah. That's religious language.
Yes, sir.
The Messiah, according to the scripture, is a divine man who comes to birth to crush Satan. And he gives birth to a generation of messiahs. So Hoover knew something, obviously, about who you and I are that we in mass have yet to grasp and embrace. And as long as we refuse to embrace, and I mean, it's a heck of a thing, brother and sister. It's a heck of a thing. Why is it easy for us to believe bad things about ourselves? But it's difficult for us to believe good things about ourselves. Let's think about that. If I stood up here and start criticizing, condemning, and going off on these youngsters, they just need to put their pants up and turn off that old hippity hop. If I was one of those old fogies, get off my lawn. See? You would be in agreement with me. Because you said, child, I don't know what we're going to do with these children today. They're disobedient. They won't do this. They won't do that. I don't know. Maybe Trump is right. Maybe we need to bring the army in and deal with them.
That's what they saying. Yes, sir.
Why is it easy for us to believe the bad about our own self? But it's hard for us to make that mental shift. Reminds me of an old quote. I don't know who originally said it, but they say our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate or incapable, but our greatest fear is that we are better than our wildest imagination. Do we fear success? Do we fear victory? Are we afraid that we are better than who we think we are?
Come on. Lift me up, brother. Yes, sir.
Sometimes you see it in male-female relationships. See? You get together and you love a woman, brother. But every man that was in her life that came before you insulted her, low-rated her. And now you meet a beautiful woman that you love, but she has low self-esteem.
Yes, sir.
You see the beauty in her, but she don't see the beauty in herself.
Minister.
So no matter how much you pour into her, she struggles to believe that you're telling her the truth.
Minister.
And she don't see herself that way because of her previous experience. Well, we kind of like that as a people. Jesus says in the New Testament, all that came before me were thieves and robbers. Black folk in America have been in the possession of thieves and robbers. And they robbed us of the knowledge of ourselves, and they robbed us of a resulting healthy view of ourselves. So among the most challenging things that any black leader has to do, one of the most difficult things is to get us to love ourselves and to love one another. So some of what I'm saying to you, it go in one ear and go out of the other because you struggle to embrace anything that's positive about your own self and your own people. That is a conditionality. See? And that's why we have to make sure that those of us who have an opportunity to handle the minds of the young, that you're always sensitive to what your words will install as potential commands in their mind. When you got young people, you need how to give them positive affirmations. See? You need to learn how to encourage them. You need to learn how to speak life into them, but at the same time, discipline them.
That's right.
See, discipline, even though sometimes it's used as a synonym for punishment, discipline and punishment is two different things.
That's true.
See? We were growing up, Sister Sophia, our parents would tell us, I'm going to have to discipline you when we get home. Well, we knew we were getting a whooping when we got home.
That's right.
So sometimes we think discipline means punishment. But really, in truth, discipline is a prevention from possible punishment. Discipline means structure. Discipline means order. Discipline means a routine. You can't just let your baby stay up all hours of the night through the week and know they got to go to school early in the morning. You got to say, no, 10 o'clock, lights is out. Turn off all the gadgets, turn off all the TVs, because you got to be up early. That's discipline. Discipline is, okay, we getting ready to go for a family walk. We getting ready to go do some family exercises.
Yes, sir.
Discipline is, okay, you can't just have a plate full of sweets for dinner.
Come on, come on.
You got to eat some green beans.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Can't just eat meat
That's right. That's
and
right.
cake. That's what children like to eat. Take the child and go get them a burger and fry. They take all the bread off, throw the fries, they eat the meat. Then want the cookie. Discipline says, no, sweetheart, you got to have some broccoli or some salad. You got to have something green so that stuff can pass easily through your system and you can absorb the nutrients that you need. No, discipline and punishment is two different things. So never speak of punishment as discipline. Now, sometimes we have to, as the old saying goes, don't spare the rod.
Come on, come on.
But what you find is that corporal punishment, really, if you do it at a young age, after a certain point, is really not needed any longer.
Yes, sir.
I heard my teacher, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, say it like this: when the child is a baby, they're coming out, they're growing, then you got the terrible twos. They in an animalistic stage of development. In other words, the human being goes through a stage of development where we are guided by emotion and feeling and not reason and intelligence. So when you see them little babies falling out in the store, that's the animalistic stage of development. We got cookies at home, but I want cookies. Fall out on the floor, throw a tantrum. See? So my mother would have a switch. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, 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 okay. See? I got the message, Mama. And see, as the child grows, see, and they become rational, see, and then we have to be considerate that we live a life before our children that we are telling them to live. That's the difficult part for us. See, some of us grew up, said, do as I say, not as I do. That don't work no more.
No, sir.
If you want a righteous child, be a righteous mother.
Yes, sir.
If you want a righteous child, be a righteous father.
Yes, sir.
Can't, you know, people used to back in the day send their children to church. Well, how you going to send your child to church and you stay at home?
Come on now.
As one of the challenges when I talk to those brothers and sisters that work in the juvenile detention facility. They say, Muhammad, we got programs, we got educational services, you come over here. We got all these things to help these young people. But at a certain point, they're going back home. And if the environment in the home is not going to nurture and reinforce what we put into them here, it's gonna undo everything we did to them. And we'll see them again in 6 months. So every mother, every father, see, you gotta embrace that being a mother and a father comes with a duty and a responsibility to be a role model of righteousness for your children.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
They said, brother, get off of that.
Sir.
You into my personal stuff. Do you know that one of the reasons why we have to use the soft word let
Come on.
Minister Farrakhan teach over the airwaves? Again, context. What is the context? You mean, can't y'all just go down and buy some time on NBC and ABC and CBS? Can't Farrakhan just preach? I mean, this is America, isn't it? Can't just say whatever you want to say, Sister Chris? I mean, I see Farrakhan call a Million Man March, and I seen Farrakhan on Nightline. What are you talking about, brother?
Yes, sir.
Well, once upon a time, that may have been true.
But it's no good here now.
But have you ever heard the old expression? Y'all playing checkers and they playing chess?
Come on. That's right.
See, because you have proven to like the minister,
Yes, sir. Come on.
they have decided to censor the minister.
Yes, sir. Says you like it. Good.
Even though they privately admit he's good for us.
That's right.
So the context, see, that through censorship, the rulers of America have relegated Minister Farrakhan and his message to a place of isolation.
Yes.
It has been determined Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam are to have no access
Come on.
to mainstream mass communication channels.
That's right. That's right.
The minister put it like this: I wish that my black brothers and sisters would help Brother Farrakhan to get out of prison. I am not in a prison of steel bars, but I am in a prison of public opinion, manipulated by the media and their hatred of the truth that is in my mouth that would set our people free.
That's right.
Help me to get out of prison. Stop looking at the Nation of Islam as though we are some enemy to black people.
That's right. Come on.
Yeah. Once upon a time, you could just be flipping the channels. And you'd be like, oh, there's the minister.
Yes, sir.
He's on. See? Not today.
Whooping.
Truth is being censored
That's right.
and lies are being widely circulated.
Come on.
So the result is that the American people, black, white, Hispanic, male, female, Asian, all of the American people are being fed a diet of lies and falsehood.
That's right.
And as a result, it is corrupting the morality of the American people.
Yes, sir.
See, a nation pays a heavy price when it censors or interferes with the people receiving the truth.
That's right. That's right.
You can't cut the people off from access to the servant of God and the truth from God that he preaches and think you're going to have a healthy nation
Come on now. Come on.
when the people are cut off from truth. See, truth is the fuel for the brain. I heard Minister Farrakhan say that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told him, brother, the brain of man and woman is made to think rightly.
That's right.
Excuse me. He told Minister Farrakhan, he said, brother, when you put lie into the brain, it's like sanding a piece of wood against the grain. See, any carpenters in here, you know that when you're doing wood finishing, in order to beautify the wood, you sand the wood to take the rough places off of it, but the rules of sanding or planing wood is that you have to sand it in the direction of the grain.
Yes, sir.
If you sand it against the grain, it begins to be like an abrasive against the wood. It scratches the wood and it robs the wood of its beauty.
That's right.
So the people, thank you, brother. The people need truth
Yes, sir.
to live.
That's right.
Truth is mental oxygen.
Yes, sir.
How bad do you feel when you find out somebody's lied to you?
Come on now.
Don't feel
Come on.
Don't that feel horrible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it do.
You begin to think about your own personal worth and value. Who am I that you should lie to me?
Come on now.
Wow. Talk to me.
Did you think that you could do it? Do you view me as weak?
Man.
Do you think that I could be taken advantage of?
That's right. I don't know what you think this is.
The young folks say, you think I'm a lame.
Come on. That's right.
Yes, sir.
Why did you lie to me? Huh? But when you get truth,
Yes, right.
boy, truth feels so good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Even if the truth,
Go.
all praise is due to Allah, even if the truth might be a difficult truth.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Dr. Salam is here. As a doctor, sometimes he have to give a diagnosis.
My God.
And sometimes, you know, it's a difficult truth. You got to have knee replacement. What? You got to have hip replacement. What?
Come on now.
But, oh, so that pain I've been feeling all this time,
Yes,
that's
sir.
what that was.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Man. Well, can you do it? Will my insurance cover it? Yes, yes, of course. Well, okay. So even though you didn't want to hear that you had a certain medical condition, the fact that the doctor was honest enough to tell you the truth about where your pain is coming from, instead of just giving you a bunch of medicine and telling you just take these and now you hooked on pain meds. But he told you the truth about what you need to do. Now you feel, okay, we got a game plan. I need a hip. I need a knee.
Yes, sir.
All right, doc, let's do it. Truth, even when truth is uncomfortable, is still appropriate because it empowers the hearer of that truth to actually deal with whatever situation they're dealing with honestly and forthrightly
Yes, sir.
True.
without having to wonder, am I being tricked or fooled or deceived?
That's right. That's right.
They put the minister in a prison. Then a few years ago, they put some of us as his ministers in that same prison.
Come on. Come on. Yes, sir.
It's from the Anti-Defamation League page on The Nation.
That's right.
They say beyond Farrakhan, other prominent NOI figures and their history of bigotry. Oh my God.
Come on now.
Wait a minute. Some people up there look familiar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well-
On the top right.
Listen, if they put my minister in prison,
Come on.
I'm honored to be in prison
Yes,
with
sir.
him, Brother Tim.
Yes, sir.
When Muhammad Ali was being threatened with prison because he would not sign up for the Vietnam draft, he said this. He said, y'all might as well clean out my cell and take me to jail.
Come on. Come on.
But they are interested in keeping truth from you.
Yes, sir.
Because if you